Okay, the first thing I want to go through to you if you are looking at this video, uh, those of you that are interested in our channel, the thing that makes this channel go is your input. If I don't get comments back from you, I don't know particularly which subjects to address on here. Let's face it, I've been doing this for a long time, and to me, I've covered about everything that I know. That doesn't necessarily mean it has covered everything you want to know. So I do thank Josh again for his input. Now, it's very important. I don't really have the time to be on the phone because when I get on the phone, I'm very giving. I spend too much time on the phone. But anyway, with that being said, if you'll leave your comments, that's what drives this channel, is the questions you ask. And so I would appreciate your comments. Of course, I want you to subscribe. So I've got more viewers or whatever the case may be, but your comments are very important. Today, what I want to talk about, and Josh sent me a message this morning and asked me to call him. I did, and really I did not have the 30 minutes or so to spend on the phone, but I like Josh. I love everybody out there, but please use the comment section instead of asking me to call you. The thing that I want to address is I've got a customer coming today, and Josh asked this question, and it just so happens that I happen to be in the same situation as Josh is, and that was whether to spend money on his vehicles or not, or sell them as is. I'm going to use this 2004 Saturn that I've got. Now, I've already got the pictures online of the car. It's a good car. It runs great. The transmission shifts great. It's got like new tires on it. Paint looks great. Interior got a few stains in it, but not ragged out by any stretch of the imagination. Now, here's the key thing. I'm asking $1,800 for this car. It's got 200,000 miles on it. I want to retail it for $1,800. Now, what's wrong with the car? This particular car has evidently synchronizer problems. It is a manual transmission. And what that means is that the transmission is either grinding from time to time when you go to shift gears or put it in gear, or it's hard to shift. And that's just because the synchronizers are worn in it, or it could be the linkage on it. But all in all, overall, this car is a great $1,800 car. Now, let me suggest that if I go out here and fix the synchronizers in this thing, which could probably be done for $200 to $300, I'm really not familiar, I'd be guessing. But would that make the car worth any more? And the fact of the matter is, no, it's not going to be worth any more. It is a 200,000 mile car. It does run and drive great. The fact that it ships a little hard should not be a deterrent on it. Then I'm going to be putting now, instead of 18, I'm going to be asking 22 for it. Now, $2,200 for a 2004 200,000 mile car, in my opinion, is still not bad. But in my market, and that was one of the things that Josh and I talked about, in my market, I have customers that are looking for $2,000 cars. They don't want anything perfect, but when you get into a situation where you've spent $200 to make it shift easily for them, they're not going to acknowledge that $200 expense that you've put in there. They're going to notice if it's wrong, but they're not going to notice it if it's right. And they're certainly not going to want to pay you anymore because it's right. So in Josh's particular situation, his cars needed, he had a 2002 Ford Explorer that needed a door handle on it. Now, a door handle, you go to the junkyard, pick up a door handle, put a door handle in for, $10, maybe half hour of your time. Keeping in mind here, do you have the tools to do this? Have you done it before? That has a lot to do with whether you should spend the money. Are you going to have to pay somebody to do it? Definitely not. It's not going to increase the value of this car. It's not going to make a difference in whether you sell it or not. It's going to make a difference in how much you sell it for. I don't think so. But at any rate, a door handle, if you don't have the expertise to put a door handle on a car and you don't have the tools, if you got to go out and buy $50 worth of tools to put a $10 door handle on, how often are you going to use those tools? So no, I advise Josh in that particular car. He wants $1,800 for the car. No, don't spend it. It's going to cost him too much. He's not going to get that much more out of the car. However, the person that buys the car is going to get that much more convenience out of it if they want to fix it. Josh doesn't need but one side to open and drive because that is what it's doing. So when somebody contacts you on a car like that, the first thing they're going to do on Facebook, does the car have any issues? Simply say, no, you don't need to go in there with the fact that it needs a door handle on it. It needs this. They're really asking about, does it have any major issues? So, no, on a $2,000 car, unless it's going to make a difference in whether you sell it or not, don't spend the money. I don't think door handles or trim pieces or anything that's not going to make a difference. Car being clean, very important. But they need to expect a few minor repairs on a $2,000 car. Now back to the Saturn. We got it. I got an appointment this afternoon at 2:30, 3 o'clock from a Facebook prospect that's coming in. Asked for a few more pictures. I sent him pictures of it. Car looks immaculate. I mean, it really looks great, except for some stains on the inside. Main thing is the crucial parts. Being the air conditioner is cold, engine is smooth, transmission is pulling good, tires are great. Those are the crucial parts. You want those things in top-notch shape when your customer arrives. So we spent maybe an hour just spiffing up the car, making sure that it looks great, and it's going to be sold as is with the synchronizers being worn in the car. I hope that answers your question, Josh. I know that it did because we were on the phone this morning quite a bit doing that. Keep in mind, please send your comments. I need those comments. I get tired of addressing the same things over and over on YouTube. Send me the comments. I'll get a video posted to get it back to you. Please subscribe and spread the word about this channel.